I just want, first of all, by way of an introduction, I'm Gary Crocker. I wasn't actually born in Maine. I was born in Lewiston. But I spent a lot of time on the coast down Cundy's Harbor. That's a little drinking village with a fishing problem. But they're addressing it. Something just occurred to me sitting there, looking around this room right here and watching things that you fellas do and you ladies do. I got to tell you something right now. If the world collapsed around us right now, I'm convinced that BIW could rebuild it. I'm absolutely convinced of that. Only one downside for me today. I was here last year, had a wicked good time, and I said to Darla when I left, I said, next year, if I show up, I want Kevin Gildart to have a booster seat. And she failed me. He still appears to be sitting on the floor. I knew that line last year was going to cost me a gig, but I gotta come back. It appears Kevin doesn't have the pull he thought he did around here. Well, listen, I got to tell you, you are the gold standard of shipbuilding. You get customer service to the nth degree. You understand it. I hope a few of you boys and girls could join me in Augusta and explain that to the state government. I'm not kidding. You talk about timelines. I went in to register my car the other day, took one of them slips at the registration bureau. It said now serving, I was number 390, now serving 12,010. I was way behind curve. Everything's slow up there. And I got to tell you something right now. The only two agencies of state government that get it are the Maine Warden Service. Oh, I love them people. I am a registered Maine poacher. You might think you'd have to, if you want to be a poacher, you might think that you'd have to go down, make an appointment, take a test, have an interview. No, they are so focused on customer service. All you can do is go out in the woods and poach and come out and do the paperwork right on the spot. Yeah. They come to my workplace, but I call it feeding the family up West Gardner. But I got to tell you, the people that really get it in state government, I was so impressed that the Maine State Police have really elevated their customer service approach. When I was a child growing up in Monmouth, Maine, every time just after I got my license, of course I was in a hurry to go everywhere. Every time I was in a hurry to go somewhere, the state police wanted to stop beside the road and check. That is not customer service. But they get it now because I'm going to tell you a true story. This is how customer service is built from the ground up. I was up in Bangor, Maine, had to give a talk in Lincolnville, and now that's about an hour and a half trip by car, down 1A, onto 1, and right on down. It used to be an MBNA headquarters up there in Lincolnville. I had to give a talk there, so I was actually a little late starting. So that hour and a half trip shrunk to an hour. I had 1 hour to get from Bangor to Lincolnville, so I had to pick up the pace. I was going 80 miles an hour down Route 1A. I'd have gone faster, but the fellow in front of me wouldn't go any faster. And that's when that customer service, that they actually have a name for it. It's called a police escort. That's when it kicked in. I didn't even notice him sitting there. I was so busy driving, but a state trooper saw my predicament, pulled in behind me, and put his blue light on. Some fellow pull over and get out of my way. And once he was packed, I got on in pretty good shape. I was going 110 when he put his siren on. That's someone else also get in front of me. And I'll tell you something, that boy was NASCAR ready. He was drafting right behind my car, saving gas for the state. He stayed with me all the way down there. When I made that turn down Stockton Springs, you probably know where 1A comes in, or 1 down there. It's a nice slow curve at 45. At 110, you get a hold on pretty tight. I made that curve, and he was right behind me. I couldn't even see his license plate in my rearview mirror. That's how close he was. And siren and lights, and I was saying, my God, he's going to get me there on time. I come wailing down Route 1, and if you've never been there, the old headquarters, the MBNA, they got a little menagerie down there in front, right on the front lawn there. They got all these life-size brass animals. They got a moose, a deer, a bear. They even got a flock of geese taking off. wicked sharp. And so I knew when I saw them coming, I'd have to brake her a bit. And so I was coming down. I hoped that when I hit the brakes, he'd be able to react quick enough. Close he was. But I come down, I saw them animals coming, so I did the right thing. I put my blinker on, because that's the law. And when I broke her down, he stayed right with me. And I thought when I pulled in, he'd keep going and maybe toot his horn and wave, you know. No, he was so focused on my happiness as a customer. Yeah, he followed me right at the parking lot, parked his cruiser right behind my car, jumped out of his cruiser, run up, opened the door of my car, and helped me out of the car. I will say, I wish he'd let me take the seatbelt off. Tore me up quite bad, but he did give me a nice parting gift. He gave me a nice set of bracelets that hook together so you can't lose one. And he even gave me a free overnight at a local hotel, although the help was wicked surly. You couldn't even get food service in the room. But I do want you to know, if you're ever doing that, what you should do when you prepare for that trip down to coastal Maine, in front of a Maine State Trooper, you should dress properly. You should wear one of these. And I brought one for my friend Kevin, because he'll be needing it. Kevin, good luck. I got a few more. There's a guy in uniform who's going to need it. Get it all the way to you. There you go. Good hands. You played shortstop. I do have one more thing to say before I wrap this up. I'm trying to keep us on schedule today. Is this mic going in now, or is it just me? Just me. Damn drugs. My father said it would hurt me. I got to tell you, one last thing about the Maine State Police. Something happened the other night. A friend of mine explained it to me. It happened to him, and he said he wouldn't mind if I related today. I don't know if you know Mac Scholes. He's sitting right up there. Mac, first of all, for the record, Mac is smarter than he looks. And just for the record, Mac told me, I couldn't believe it, but I guess it's true. He actually has paperwork to prove it. He was driving down Route 202 the other night, and a blue light come on behind his car. He pulled right over to the side of the road, and trooper bailed out of his car with one of them Kell lights. You probably know what a Kell light is. It's a steel flashlight about that long, got 14 D-cell batteries inside it. Takes 2 minutes more to lift that bugger. Somehow he got on his shoulder, according to Mac, he kept marching up next to Mac's car, and he snapped it on. That'll throw a beam, mister. Threw a beam right in Mac's eyes. He goes, geez, what's that light? And the trooper says, hey, mister, your eyes are bloodshot. You've been drinking? Mac says, no, but your eyes are glazed. You've been eating donuts? According to Mac, all that'll get you is a good close look at that Kell light. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for having me here today. God bless everyone for the work you're doing. I meant it when I said it. I'm serious. I am convinced if everything around these walls went away today, we'd have it all back in about, 3 or 4 of them chats. So,